Hey, what's up guys? So we're going to be doing an X-Saber deck profile. This one's going to be edited from the last one. The last one was kind of something I just kind of put together. I just wanted to try out Sabers because I haven't played them in a while. And so some of you guys weren't too happy with it, but I'm open to your guys' suggestions. And so I've updated the deck to where maybe some of you guys will like this a little bit more. So let me know what you guys think of this deck. So let's get right into it. So first up we have a Debris Dragon. Debris Dragon's actually a really good card. I should have put this in here. The reason why Debris Dragon's so good, it allows you to go for not only Ancient Fairy Dragon, which ruins some decks, like sometimes you need to make Ancient Fairy Dragon, and Ancient Fairy Dragon is really good against Dark Worlds because not only can you pop a field spell, but that 3,000 defender, it's just really good against them. As well as sometimes Chaos Dragons, this can slow them down because they don't have an answer to get over this. But basically, what you're going to do with Debris Dragon is you're going to get back Dark Soul, and you're going to make Black Rose Dragon. You're going to blow up the field, and then you get a Dark Soul Search. So it's really good, and on top of that, Debris Dragon is a 2,000 defender, so if you need to set it, it is okay to set it. And they're playing 2 Veilers just to keep up with the meta. And then this was kind of from Adam Korn. He used to play Super Nimble Mega Hamster, and I really like this card because it allows you to go for a lot of different things. So basically, you can set Hamster, you can go for Arabellum, and make a Black Rose off of that. And so basically, if your Hamster survives, that allows you to Black Rose and not really like commit a whole bunch of cards. Basically, you just use one card to make a Black Rose, and that is pretty good, as well as Debris Dragon allowing you to blow up the field essentially with that. It just allows you to take more control over the game. And on top of that, Hamster also searches out Dark Soul. So your targets with Hamster are going to be Arabellum as well as Dark Soul, and I think that it's a pretty good play. It allows you to, just keep cards on the field because it's, great to keep cards on the field. And, they can't really, negate your sets. And X-Sabers is a deck where you set a lot and then you wait for your combo pieces and then you explode. And then we're playing just 2 Arabellum just because I did take out the Saber Hulls because some of you guys didn't really like that. And as well as I took out the Starlight Roads. I thought it was good. That's just my personal choice. Maybe some of you guys don't like it, so we're changing it up for you guys. And then next up we're playing 2 Poshul just to stall out just a little bit more if you need to do that, as well as allow you to go for Hyunlei a lot more often. And I also bumped Hyunlei up to 2. Because you can go Boggart Knight into Poshul and make a Hyunlei, and I think Hyunlei is a great card. Although most of the cards in the meta right now are kind of negating your summon anyways, so keep that in mind. That most of the back row is pretty much stuff that's going to negate your summon. So I don't know how viable Hyunlei is, unless you have maybe like a Lance, so maybe you can stop a Bottomless, because Bottomless is seeing a lot more play now, especially since Priority is gone. Next up, we're playing 2 Boggart Knight. Pretty simple. I mean, Boggart Knight allows you to get your full trolls out if you have the option to kind of OTK your opponent, because X-Sabers is a deck where you can OTK quite easy as long as you have your combo pieces. And the next up, we're playing 3 Dark Soul, so we bumped Dark Soul up just because Hamster needs extra targets. It works really nice, as well as Dark Soul's just overall pretty solid card. Just because also Debris Dragon allows you to get back Dark Soul, and I think Debris Dragon into Dark Soul Search is a really good play because for let's say first turn you just go set Dark Soul, and you don't set any back row because you're going to go for the Black Rose play. I think it's really good just to go set Dark Soul, you get a Dark Soul Search out, you go Debris Dragon, blow up their field, and then you get another Dark Soul Search out. So basically at that point you've got 2 X-Sabers and you've essentially kind of cleared the field if your play goes off successfully, and I think it's really good. And 3 Ember's Blade, I feel like most X-Saber decks should be playing 3 Ember's Blade just because it allows you to kind of stall out as well as get any of the combo pieces you need. Like say that you want, pretty much whatever you really need for your setup, you can go for it, and then you can explode next turn. And I also like the fact that you can Ember's Blade into defense mode, whatever you get, and that really helps out. You can Ember's Blade into Dark Soul, and then sometimes they won't want to attack your Dark Soul because they don't want you to get your search out because they realize that they'll probably lose next turn because you'll have all the pieces you need for your combo. And then next up we're playing 2 Fall Troll, because Fall Troll is a pretty good card. It's kind of like I don't want to say like Dark Arm, but it is kind of like the power card of the X-Sabers. It allows you to go for big pushes and big plays. Next up we're playing 2 Falhelm Knight. Pretty good card, blocking those attacks plus being a tuner. You could run Reinforcement of the Army. I know Ryan Spicer was a fan of that card. He's topped multiple times with X-Sabers, and he likes that card. Although, currently as far as targets for Reinforcement of the Army, if you could search out Boggart Knight, I would play it. Currently your only targets in my deck would be Poshul as well as Fulhelm Knight. Those are the only warriors, but you could run Reinforcement of the Army if you like that. Next up for the spells, we're playing Book of Moon, Dark Hole, 1 Lance. I still do like this card just because when you go for Hyunlei, it really secures Hyunlei from going off. I mean, sure, if they have warning, you can't really chain Lance to Warning. But, you know, anything like Starlight Road, you know, Bottomless, Hyunlei, just pretty good card overall. And then Heavy Storm, Mind Control, Reborn, and then we decided to play 2 MSTs because you guys said you wanted to see MSTs, so it allows you to get your plays off, but you know, Valor is something that you can't really take into consideration unless they add it with Duality, so you have to watch out for that because sometimes when you go for your Boggart play, they'll Valor, and then if they already have a stronger monster out, then it is kind of unfortunate for you. And then next up, we're playing 3 Duality because, you know, just getting those key cards to set up for your X-Sabers is really good. And, you know, in the very beginning of the game, it's good to have your Duality so you can get the cards that you want to set, like Hamster and Dark Soul and Ember's Blade. Like, there's a lot of great stuff to set. And X-Sabers is a deck where you can play really slow, it can, you know, and then it can explode at any time once you have your combo pieces. And then we're playing 2 Bottomless Trap Pulse, and then we're playing 2 Godam's Emergency Call, because I actually did want to bump this up to 2, because I feel like this card is a great card. It allows you to push really hard, and then on top of that, maybe you want to make a Stardust after your huge push, so you don't have to worry about a Dark Hole ruining your overextension. So yeah, God's Emergency Call, pretty good card. And then instead of the Deep Prisons, just 1 Mirror Force, so I took up two Deep Prisons, Mirror Force, and then the Solemn Brigade. You could opt to play Torrential Tribute as well. Personally, I really just like Bottomless because Chaos Dragons is so popular, and Bottomless ruins that, as well as it ruins Dark World. So if you do you know, have to not play against Dark World and Chaos Dragons, you could opt to play Torrential Tribute. Torrential Tribute is a great card, not only because you get your Dark Soul searches out still, because once Dark Soul goes to the graveyard, it doesn't have to be like destroyed by battle. So it's really good. I think you could probably opt to take out the Lance. It's an okay card. It's just I really am a fan of Lance. I really like that card a lot. But yeah, definitely you can put in Torrential Tribute. That is a great option as well if you wanted to you know, bump up the trap count, or maybe you're not a fan of Mirror Force. You feel it's too slow. You can, you know, use Torrential Tribute. As far as the extra deck, you guys wanted to see Beast and Barkion, so I've incorporated both of those. And then I bumped Hyunlei up to 2 because that is my personal favorite card. Yeah, and as far as the Exceeds, you probably won't be making many, although Hamster into, like, you know, Dark Soul. And then if you want to exceed, I guess you can. There is MX Invoker, but generally I think that you won't be going for exceeds too often because this card needs to be sent from the field, and it has to be sent from your side of the field, so it won't get its effect if it is a exceed material. But, I mean, you know, there's still, like, options to go for Utopia. You guys didn't want Roach, so I took out Roach. I mean, you could play Roach in here if you want. I mean, I still think Roach is a great card against Chaos Dragons. But Ancient Fairy Dragon, definitely really good with Debris Dragon. You'd be surprised how much, you know, Ancient Fairy Dragon actually wins some decks. Because against, like, Gravekeepers, you just throw that down, you pop the Necro Valley. It really hurts them quite a bit. And, you know, Ancient Fairy also has another effect where not only do you get the whole destruction of field spell, and you gain 1,000 life points, but the effect of once per turn you can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand, so you can special summon like a Dark Soul still if you wish to go for that. So it is a pretty good card, and it also is light, so and it won't really matter in this deck because you don't play Blackluster Soldier. I wish Dark Soul was dark though, but yeah, he's Earth, so Beast and Barkion very good in this deck. But yeah, so this has been my X-Saber deck profile for you guys. Personally, I do like my build, but you know, this build works as well. I mean, everyone likes to use different things, as you guys know, but some of you guys didn't like it. Some of you guys thought it was refreshing and interesting to see, and again, I just put that X-Saber deck together just for fun because I wanted to try out Sabers. And I think Sabers is a pretty fun deck. I like the pace of it just because you basically takes a few turns to set up and then you explode. And it's a pretty good deck, as well as there's not too many things that hurt this deck too much. Thunder King can hit your Dark Soul, but you can you just have Ember's Blade and you go into Boggart point for point, and I think it's pretty good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this deck, and as well as if you guys want any improvements on this deck, and then maybe I'll update this deck in the future. But I'll try out this deck, and we'll see how it goes. Personally, I'm not a fan of MST, so if I did play this, I would maybe take it out, like Malevolent Catastrophe, just because, I mean, MST, you can plus off of it when they destroy your face on MST and you chain it, so it is good in that point. But personally, for X-Sabers, I feel like, you know, Trap Sun was a popular card as well. But without Rescue Cat, it's just not as explosive. But it is still a very good deck. But thanks for watching, guys. And if you have any suggestions, I'm open to you know, take your guys' suggestions, as this deck was basically made for you guys because some of you guys didn't like the other one. But thanks for watching. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.